Hello, I'm Ringo Starr. I'm going to narrate Thomas in the Big Bridge. Illustrated by Tom Will and Paul Lopez. Art draw. It was a special day for the railway. Colorful flags fluttered over the station house. A crowd of people had gathered. They were waiting for Sir Toppington to speak. Thomas and other engines could feel excitement in the air. We are here to launch a new rail line through the mountains of Sodor, Sir Toppington. Today we opened the big bridge. What wonderful news! Everyone cheered. The mountains were beautiful. The people's tour couldn't wait to visit them. Everyone wanted to see the big bridge. Had towers so high that tops touched the sky, and the valley beneath was so deep that when you were on a big bridge, you could barely see the ground. Tom was excited about the new rail line. He couldn't give a bridge a second thought. After all, he had crossed lots of bridges. It's really a special day, he said happily. Then he chugged up to Thomas. Big engine frowned. I don't want to go on the mountains, Henry said nervously. It's windy up there. Very windy. Henry didn't like the wind. Henry didn't like rain or snow or hail either. You're a big engine, Thomas said. You shouldn't be afraid of a little wind. But Henry was afraid, but he was right, and that Thomas Brett afraid too. Go on, Henry. Thomas, hitch up your coaches, called Sir Toppington. It's time for your first trip to the mountains. Percy and James were glad they didn't have to go to the mountains. They were afraid to cross the big bridge too. Nothing to be afraid of, Thomas insisted, and the voice loud for Percy and James to hear. It will be easy to cross the big bridge. Thomas Henry chugged to the platform. Gordon Express engine was ready there. His coaches full of passengers. And Crapple were soon hitched behind Thomas. Hurry, they called. All aboard, cried the conductor. The Toppington turned to the crowd and waved his hat one last time. Toot. Gordon whistled. Follow me. Impressive steam. Big blue engine was off. Soon the trains were rolling through the countryside in a long line. Gordon took a lead. Behind him jogged Henry. Then, because he was the smallest, came Thomas. They drove past farms and through forests. All along the way, people came out of their houses and cheered when they saw trains go by. At the foot of a mountain, Henry slowed to a crawl. These mountains are much too high, he moaned. I can't go. I'm afraid of heights. Don't be silly, said Thomas Baby. I'll be right here behind you. But Henry didn't budge. He was very nervous. And that made Thomas nervous too. Come on. Thomas gently pushed Henry. We have to go. The brown tracks was smooth and shiny, but barely moved along them. The truth was Henry didn't want to reach the top of the mountain, but had to cross a big bridge. Percy and James and Anne are all afraid, thought Thomas. And I should be frightened too. Oh. The tracks grew steep as Thomas and Henry puffed up to the mountain. They could barely keep up with going. A big blue engine rushed ahead. Going was a strong engine. A steep track didn't aid him at all. It was, Henry called. But Gordon climbed higher and higher until he was out of sight. I don't think I can make it, Henry wrote, his steam giving out at last. The mountain's too steep. Keep going, Thomas urged him. We can't let the little mountain stop us. But Thomas had trouble choking up the steep mountain too. He was beginning to worry about crossing the big bridge. Finally, Thomas and Henry arrived at the top of the mountain. There it was, the big bridge. And it was high. It was so high that clouds actually floated around the top. And it was windy up there. Too very windy. I won't go, Henry declared. But we have to cross, Saul said bravely. Our passengers want to see the mountains on the other side. Hurry, hurry, Anacrabba cried. The coaches were so excited that Thomas had trouble keeping them in line. Thomas searched the tracks ahead. Gordon was nowhere to be seen. He had already crossed the bridge and rolled into the mountains beyond. Thomas and Henry were alone. I'll go first, Thomas said at last. Then you can follow me, Henry. If the wind blows, close your eyes, Henry said. That way you won't see anything scary. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Thomas began to cross the bridge. Thomas looked up. He could see continuing clouds touching the top of the bridge. Seriously, he looked down, but the bridge was so high, he couldn't see the ground. A sudden gust of the wind shook the bridge. This scared Thomas, and he closed his eyes so tightly that he couldn't see where he was going. Click, clack, click, clack. Click, crash. Thomas came to a sudden stop. He opened one eye for a quick peek. "Oh no!" he cried. His wheels were off the track. "Oh, you're right, Thomas," called Henry. "I'm stuck," Thomas said bluntly. "I couldn't see where I was going, and my front wheels have jumped the track just as Gordon returned. He frowned when he saw Thomas stuck in the middle of a bridge. "Go find out," Gordon called to Henry. Weaved Henry back down the mountain to find the helicopter. Thomas kept his eyes closed. He was too afraid to look, but inside his coaches, the passengers enjoyed a wonderful view. Finally, Thomas heard Lou Rotors. Harold was here to rescue him. Slowly, Thomas opened his eyes. He looked at the blue sky above and the green mountains all around. "What a lovely view," he exclaimed. "I was silly to shut my eyes. I almost missed everything. Hit the rope to your bumper and hold on." Harold cried. And no time at all, Harold had lifted Thomas back onto the tracks. Thomas backed up to where Henry waited. "Come on, Henry," said Thomas. "The view is spectacular. I should never have been afraid." With that, Thomas turned and shrugged happily across the big bridge. Henry watched and wondered, if he's not afraid, maybe I shouldn't be either. Henry decided. Slowly, the big green engine made his way across the bridge too. Soon, Thomas and Henry arrived at the station house. The mountains were really lovely. Everyone was happy to have seen them, but Thomas was the happiest one of all. He was proud that he crossed the big bridge. And well, that's it for now. Make sure to read these stories about Thomas the Tank Engine, his friends. God, out, God, bye.